Hey, so I am here with Cory Cripe. He is the owner of Fitness Lying Down in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And I asked Cory just to chat with me for a little bit about his experience as a business owner and working with Fitness Revolution. And he is going to do that with us today. So, Cory, I will let you tell your story a little bit. So, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about your journey as the owner of Fitness Lying Down, where you started and kind of where you are today.
Yes. Well, so yes, I am Cory Cripe. I am the owner of Fitness Lying Down here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and I'm excited to have been asked to share my journey. I started like anybody else lifting weights, and that's how I kind of got into fitness because I found out lifting weights helped me get stronger, and I wanted to do that for other people. And I never realized that they actually had an education, a 4-year degree for gym people. But I went to the University of Wisconsin La Crosse, which is actually really close to my gym. And I graduated in, holy cow, 2001 with exercise and sports science, emphasis in fitness, and a concentration in strength conditioning. So I just joke with everybody that the fact, like, how many parents end up like saying, I just can't wait till Cory becomes a personal trainer, but here I am and I'm loving life. So being in the industry for over 20 years, I've had some of those odd end jobs where I've had to sell memberships. I've become the personal trainer working for other people. And I felt like there was a special niche that I started accumulating and acquiring as I started growing more and I started asking more questions and going down more rabbit holes. And I felt like there was a time where I needed to start my own business. And that moment came in 2014. And I partnered with a good friend of mine, Anthony Diggs, and we started Fitness Lying Down. We kind of used what he was having and we created more of a force, I guess you could say, because he was a full-time engineer and he didn't have a lot of time for fitness. And at the moment, I was jobless, so I had a lot of time and we could bring some more things to the table and add more value to the service. And so we grew. It was a great journey starting in 2014. And it ended up being, and Anthony brought in Fitness Revolution. So prior to Anthony, I had no idea what Fitness Revolution was about, but he'd been a client for a coaching partner, I guess you could say, for a very long time. And, he was very diligent. He always talked so much about the relationship that he had with Fitness Revolution, but I was never a part of that. That was his thing. And in 2019, we decided to end our partnership and I took full responsibility of Fitness Lying Down. And I kind of kept the FR relationship. And I'm glad I did. Initially, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm as much as I can be organized, I can be really unorganized in my thoughts. I have shiny object moments all over. And so, and I just remember talking about the fact that I didn't know what to expect out of the meetings. And I felt like a little kid going to the principal's office. Like every time I was going on for a meeting, I kind of didn't look forward to it because I felt like I was going to get chastised for doing something wrong. I thought that they were going to tell me how to do things better and all this. And as I've grown with Fitness Revolution these last 3 years as the primary owner, I found out it's exactly the opposite. It's nice that they're just there to guide. And it's such a refreshing thing because there's a lot of things I don't see because I have also, besides shiny object moments, I have tunnel vision. And it's good when I get another set of eyes and another brain to kind of give me an idea of like, have you thought about it this way? And it's like, no, I have not. Or maybe your rocks is this, but you just told me you wanted to take care of this now. That rock has nothing to do with what you want to do now. And it's like, wow, it's something so simple, but I need that guidance. Coaches need coaches. So I'm excited that I've been able to use Fitness Revolution the way it has. And I feel like I've had a better relationship with them. It's grown. I feel a lot more comfortable. I'm actually kind of excited now when I have my coaching calls because I have things to talk about now. Before I didn't know what to talk about, but now I'm better prepared. And it's like, here's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, coaches do need coaches. That's a great point. And you and I in our sessions, we talk about that sometimes and just, I'm not here in this relationship with you to actually step in and tell you how to run your business. What I'm here to do is help you run your business so that it meets your personal goals and what you want for your business. And, I think when we first started working together, I know you've been with Fitness Revolution personally as the owner since 2019, but you and I have just had a coaching relationship for almost a year now. And I know that, one of the things that's really important to you is actually continuing to train in your gym. It's one of the things that you love. And it's, I think a lot of fitness business owners feel like they need to get out of training, get more into running the business. And that was one of the first things that you and I talked about is like, that doesn't necessarily have to be a goal of yours. If that is what drives you and brings you joy, like hang on to it. You can do the other business owner things as well, but this business, especially this one for you, Fitness Lying Down, part of it is you just love it. And you don't want to not train people. So that shouldn't necessarily be something that we work you out of, which I think was fun and a good realization for you.
That was such an aha moment. And it brought me such freedom because it's like, wow, there was pressure that was lifted off my shoulders because it's just like people start the fitness business, but they don't want to train as much. And I do like being on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a couple of other things I want to mention. So your business, you just celebrated 8 years. Is that right?
Correct.
8 years, which is awesome. 2022, you had a gross revenue PR.
Yes.
You had a total client PR. So you get more clients, more revenue than you've ever had. I was actually looking at a few other metrics. In the past 2 years, you increased your revenue by more than 30%, and then almost double the number of clients that you work with.
That's insane.
Yeah. But it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely awesome. And I don't think there's any coincidence that a lot of that is when I started becoming more coachable from Fitness Revolution, when I started opening myself up a little bit more and not being so fearful, that I started taking the advice, the coaching advice, and I started doing more things. I should say doing more things. Actually, I started doing less things. I started delegating, and I always want to delegate. Like I'm not the person that wants to hold on to all the power because that's not what I do. But to have better goals, better rocks, things like this, that really helped me as I grew.
Definitely. It's awesome. And it's been great to like walk alongside of you as you've done that, because it's fun. It's really fun to work together towards something like that. So that leads me to like the future. I know we just kind of recast the annual plan for 2023 and you've got some new goals. So tell me a little bit about like what you're excited about to work on going forward.
Well, the one thing is as you know very well, Kelly, it's hard for me to come up with goals and rocks, especially ones that are tangible. And so I always like how you're able to kind of guide me in the way of, well, here's what you said was important to you. How do we get there? Like that reverse engineering. So I'm just really now, again, it's like now that I'm allowing myself to be more coached, being coachable, I feel like there's going to be good things happen in 2023. I think we got some solid rocks that are very attainable, and some big goals, like meeting some pretty much milestones. I feel like with how many COs we're going to anticipate getting this year. Some of the digital marketing, that's been my big focus, as you know, for the last like maybe 9-ish months. I want to take control of that. And I'm getting better with, your guidance and your referrals on different things to work on, that I really want to take off on that. And I wanted that to just become a seamless project. And just ultimately, as everybody, it's Cory, old school benching in the old gym, that it's like, hey, this works for me. I want to help other people. Like this is the goal. And that's what I'm so excited about, is that all these goals that we have help us as a business, help me personally, but how much we get to help other people. And so just seeing all those goals and seeing the people that come in daily and the relationships that we build, the trust that we've earned from our clients is just so exciting that we're gonna be able to share that with more people this year.
Absolutely. Gonna hit that 200 client mark this year.
Oh,
for sure.
It just brings a lot of butterflies.
Yes, butterflies, but good ones.
Very good ones.
Yep, and you got the plan and it's attainable.
It is, and that's the best thing, is these goals are, like we in the fitness industry, especially now that we're hitting the new year, how many clients do we see that just have these unrealistic goals that we have to kind of give them better direction, better education, better resources about making better goals? Well, why am I different?
Exactly. Awesome. Well, you're a joy to work with, truly.
Oh, thank you.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm as excited as you are to hit that 200 client mark. 2 years ago, almost to the day, you were sitting at 100, so it's go time.
It's go time. It's 100%. We got to go.
Yep, awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. That was awesome, and we'll talk again soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.